I want to talk to you about the pain, how to handle this thing. I seriously believe that the only way that you can get rid of all these, what you're going through, the discomfort of the breakup, is with knowledge. And what is this knowledge? This knowledge isn't about reading something about something. This knowledge is about you, how this works. How is it that you feel the way you feel? You have to understand that you're reacting to something. What are you reacting to? You're reacting to thoughts. Right? Reaction, emotional reaction to thoughts. So let's talk about this, where this whole pain starts. Why do we think the girlfriend is so important in our life, and why does it hurt when she leaves us? Is it really all about her and how wonderful she is, or there are other reasons? So let's briefly talk about these other reasons. Look, we've talked about this maybe in other videos, maybe not. I'm not sure. I'm totally confused myself. If you guys don't want me to lose my sanity, get out of this and get your life in order and make me happy that you guys are all in control of your lives. So, why is the girlfriend so important? Is it really how nice she is, or is it, or was, or is it why? Well, there has been a number done us since generations ago. Ever since we were a kid, we were always being told that we don't know anything. We're supposed to be told how things are, what things are, even about ourselves. We're accustomed to think that we're supposed to be told if we are this way or that way, if you're good or bad, if we know something or we don't know, if we did something good or we didn't, even though the ones who tells us we did something good doesn't know shit about what we did and how it's done. But we're supposed to be waiting for someone to tell us that we did something good and make a commentary. It's like our whole life is about walking around and see if somebody else approves us, gives us a brownie point about what we did and judges us. So we're brainwashed and conditioned to think that unless somebody else tells us that we are good, affirms us that we are okay, that we know something, we've become something, we're worth something, then we actually are not okay. So the first thing they've done to us, to condition us to think we are nothing. We don't know it. So to know anything for us, a default conditioning is to hear it from somebody else. We don't count. There's always somebody else who tells us. There's nothing, pretty much most nothing in this world that we do on our own without anybody else's judgment or affirmation. Even if we want to measure something, you've got to have a measuring tape to tell us it's according to some kind of a rule. We can't say it's this long or this long. You got to say, okay, it's 10 centimeters. You get the point, right? Some parts of my discussion is funny just to make you amused, but also make you think. So, on that premise, we do need the girlfriend to tell us who we are. So when she leaves, we get devastated because now there's nobody to tell us who we are, what we are. Are we good? Are we bad? Did we do good? Are we successful? Are we not? Everything is supposed to come to us from outside. We're not searching happiness from inside. Our happiness is based on the reaction of what we do, the reaction of our action by the others from outside of us. Which is pretty stupid because we're the ones who are making the effort. So we're the ones who know what we're doing. And we're the ones who can judge it if we've done it well or not. We're the ones who can say if we're decent or not, if we're responsible or not, if we're serious or not. Not somebody else according to what their wishes are. Maybe somebody calls us irresponsible because they want to constantly do club hopping, club hopping, clubbing. And if we don't want to do it, then suddenly what? In their mind, we're not good, we're not sufficient. But who says that that is a good thing to do? Who says that their judgment is based on what really we are? It's based on what they need. So therefore, how could it really affect us as to be a measuring stick for what we are, who we are, what our value or worth is, and to make us happy or sad? It shouldn't really matter. It shouldn't really matter. We shouldn't really give a damn what they are. As long as we're a decent, responsible, good person who is attending to our normal lives and duties and responsibilities that we take on, we're kind and nice and considerate. The rest of it is their problem. It's not our problem. And we at the same time we've been told that we gotta get somewhere. We're becoming more, right? So we're always trying to attain something, and we are trying to establish dreams and goals for ourselves. And then yet at the same time, human being is impatient, wants to get to those goals very quickly. So what do? What's the shortcut? The shortcut is that put all those goals and and notions of success that we want to reach into one thing and then go after that one thing. So what we've done, we've made all our dreams and achievements summarized in a woman, a girlfriend. So we go after that, and when we get that, we say, okay, now all our dreams are met. We can stop all dreams. We can stop pursuing things and wondering when we become something and somebody, because we've made getting a girlfriend is the way to become somebody and something important. So the girl has become the dream. All our dreams, all our success, all what we are supposed to be or thinking that we wanted to accomplish is now summed up in one girl, one relationship. And that's why when she leaves, suddenly we think the whole thing, our whole life, our whole success, everything that we attained or wanted to attain, and we think we have achieved them, is gone. Really, we are pretty much causing our own pain, because these are all wrong values. And based on wrong values, we're wondering why we don't get the answer. Because our answers and calculations are all wrong based on, we're trying to, through our calculation, we're trying to reach an answer which the answer is actually set out wrong. In other words, we think, we have said in our head that 2 plus 2 equals 5. So no matter how correctly we calculate it, it comes to 4, because 2 plus 2 is 4. But we have believed that it's supposed to be 5. So we never reach that required answer. We're never happy. We're never satisfied. Because we have based on our happiness on other people's needs and judgments and calculations and responses and answers. But their answers are wrong. So why do we try to reach their answers with our calculations? We're trying to get her to approve of us. And unless she does that, which is based on what her needs are, we won't think that we are good. It really not fair to us and not correct either. Now, so putting everything on a girlfriend is because we want to be lazy and not really pursue our lives and get to the, success level that we have been brainwashed to gotta be getting in this life, so we can be considered something. So when we sum up everything into one person, one relationship, one girl, and when she leaves, we're devastated. We think, the whole life is gone. We discussed that, didn't we? So, and then we also got to understand that pretty much everybody has turned into a lazy ass in this life. So they don't want to do much. So when they come to a relationship, they really are there to take. They're not there to give. They're there for different reasons. It's very challenging and very difficult to find someone who is in the relationship for the same reasons that you are. A serious, kind, cordial, compassionate, and passionate, and friendly, and considerate, honest, faithful, serious, and responsible relationship. That's something you can build on. Anything else, it doesn't have the right foundation to build anything. Then you shouldn't be surprised if it doesn't work. And you shouldn't be hurt if it doesn't work. Because how can you build on something that can't hold anything? Now, we'll talk about that in a second. So let me look at my note and see what else I wrote here to share with you. So they're here to pick up things rather than to add to the relationship for benefit of the both parties in a relationship. And that kind of a relationship, that kind of a partnership is a wrong partnership, because it's focused on their own needs and not the needs of the other. And so when they can't really satisfy their purposes why they came to the relationship, they can't find it lazy enough for them, so they won't have to do anything and everything would be provided for them, so they can't have a lazy life, because that's what the society has taught them. To be happy means to be lazy. To be happy means to have everything. So to have everything, what's the easiest way? To go find a guy who actually can give you everything. And if then it wasn't exactly providing an environment in which you can be as lazy as you want to be, then you leave, you go another one. From branch to branch, jump here and jump there. And then you can call it that they were not sufficient. They didn't provide. And really, are they supposed to provide everything for you? Or are you supposed to be in a relationship to also provide for them? It's a two-way street. Both have to take your responsibilities and duties and roles in a relationship seriously to make it work. Otherwise, if one is there to take and expect the other one to give, but she doesn't want to give or he doesn't want to give to her, well, it's not going to work, right? So then they leave and then they make it look like as if you were inadequate. You couldn't provide enough. But in fact, really, it is them themselves who are not happy inside, and they will never be happy with anybody, anywhere, because happiness comes from inside, not based on